The billionaire's ashes were scattered on the coffin lid. His grandson Jay arrived late after speeding in his car. The elders didn't blame him. Everyone's mind was focused on the distribution of the family fortune after the funeral. The lawyer read the will aloud in front of the entire family. All descendants received operating rights to properties under his name, but all company shares remained under the management of the trust company. Jay had a poor relationship with his grandfather since childhood. He had no expectations and wanted to leave. His grandfather's lawyer called out to him. There was still one unusual inheritance left. Looking at his grandfather's last words, Jay put his feet up on the table. The final gift his grandfather prepared for Jay was a super gift. But once he accepted the challenge, he couldn't give up. Otherwise, he would get nothing at all. Jay receives the first gift from the lawyer's hands. It was a plane ticket to Texas. He worried it would be futile and didn't want to go, but his girlfriend was money-driven and persuaded him to make the trip. So Jay rode his motorcycle at high speed to the airport, completely ignoring the police chasing behind him. He showed his ticket and walked toward first class, but the flight attendant came forward to inform him that his ticket was for economy class. He couldn't sit there. Jay couldn't believe it because he had never sat in economy class since birth. He wanted to upgrade but discovered that discounted tickets couldn't be upgraded. After finally arriving in Texas, an old man named Ben came forward and snatched Jay's backpack. He said he was there to pick him up. All the land within a 200-kilometer radius belonged to Ben. They came to a residence. Jay asked where the gift was. Ben smiled and turned to go into the house. There was no signal at all in this place. There was no way to call for help. The rule was to get up at 5 o'clock. At 5:20, Jay was still lying in bed.
Morning.
While it was still dark, they drove to the farm. Ben first demonstrated how to drive stakes. Then he told Jay it was $1 per stake. They must be spaced 8 feet apart. Someone would deliver food at 12 noon. After saying this, Ben drove away, but Jay lay on the wood all day and didn't work at all. He was only picked up by Ben to go home in the evening. The next day before dawn, he was sent to the farm again. Ben didn't say much and drove away directly. Jay realized that without working, he couldn't finish. He had no choice but to start working. But in a whole day, he only drove 6 crooked stakes. After Ben saw this, he said nothing. He wound up the rope and with one press of the gas pedal, pulled out all the stakes. Jay suddenly understood that only by completing the work could he get the gift. He began to change. He got up even earlier than Ben. Each stake was driven straight and carefully arranged in a straight line. After half a month, he finally achieved results. That day, Ben called out to him and said he had passed the assessment. Ben drove him directly to the airport. After Jay got out of the car, he asked Ben for the gift. Ben laughed heartily and drove away. It turned out this was the first gift